good, yo? GRG community, Jsun G9, G number 9, .info. Yes, sir. Get on there. Get with me. Yes, sir. Yo, I don't know why I was going to just sit it up there and minutes. Go rock with it. Rock with it. Man, they just playing me right now. Anyway, like this. What's good, Walt? Oh man, got my bees coming around me. Yes, sir. We gonna lounge for a little while, kick it with y'all, see what's going on. Man, it's been hot. It's been hot. It's starting to get a little bit better, but it's been hot, y'all. No lie. Shout out to everybody who vibe in the spiritual life. Definitely, that's one up. I appreciate that. No doubt about it. Shouts out to that. Also, we got American Pie. Take a walk with me and the dog. You know what it is. But yeah, I just figured I might as well get back on here, see what's going on. Like I said, the community, Jsun G9.info. Y'all get with me, for real. Let's build, make some connections and some networking opportunities. It's all there. Let's do it. There's plenty I could talk to about. Just DM me when you get in there, and let's see what we can come up with as far as my entrepreneurs, business. You know what I'm saying? Got some videos on the way for y'all, and I think I'm gonna drop What a Revelation. It's a it's something that I think this is the time for it again. Shout out to AG, rest in peace, man. One of the dope, one of the many dope producers in St. Louis. Uh, Helped me with this song, and I mean, when I say dude dope, he was insane with it, yo. Um, One of the first cats I saw use Fruity Loops and just be able to kill it with Fruity Loops. I'm talking about like go in. Um, Dude can make a beat, and this is AG. Dude can make a beat in 5 minutes on Fruity Loops, and this is like 5 years ago. Yeah, maybe five, maybe more. You know what I'm saying? Time leaves me right now, but what's good? What's good, Karons? I don't know how to pronounce it, but what's good? What's good? Yeah, my one of my producers, man, that's no longer with us, was very good at making beats on Fruity Loops. So I'm gonna hit y'all with this joint called "What a Revelation" um, that he did, and I think it's something that the world needs to hear right now. Personally, I do. I really believe that. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of cats I see using Fruity Loops now, they can do that. They can make a beat 5, 10 minutes. But he was doing that back then. And with such ease, it was like crazy to watch. He came around and came to the studio one time, a couple of times, but the first time he came, he had his laptop. And I'm in there making beats on the MP and keyboard, and here he pull out this laptop, bro, and just smashes it. I'm talking about just smashes it. Uh, Playing beat after beat after beat after beat after beat after beat. So shout out to the St. Louis hip hop community, Agassi AG, and y'all can look forward to that this weekend. Definitely. I think I'm gonna put it. It's gonna be on the camp. It's gonna be on the camp, but I might slide it to SoundCloud too. You know what I'm saying? I might slide it over there. What's up, world? Who I got in here? What's going on with y'all? I don't know how to use. I don't know how to use none of this. We new to the live game. Oh, my battery low. We new to the live game. I don't really know how to use it, so it is what it is. But yeah, man. Shout out to Detroit, New York, and STL for sure. You know, I was thinking though, man. Like, I dropped a joint called Habits. I don't know if y'all are familiar. I dropped a joint called Habits. Go check it out. Habits, Jsun G9, Jsun G9. And I was talking about how we dealing with all of these habits that we gathered over life, man. Whether it's drinking, smoking, taking pills, um, it's a lot of things you could do. Food addictions, sex addictions. It's a lot of them out here, man. So just the habits that we have, uh, and what we need to be doing, getting control of it. Um, but I got a couple of partners, people that I care about that are dealing with things, and it's hurtful to see, man. Like, you know, it ain't easy, bro. I don't know if y'all understand, but like some of these habits that people get, they cause them their bodies to ache. And some of these habits is so controlling that they will lie to you. No matter how long they knew you, they'll lie to you about it, bro. Don't mean nothing. Um, we in a world where the majority of the things that we go towards can turn into addictions. Facts. The majority of the things that you're going towards every day can turn into addictions. I don't even care if it's as simple as, bro, I'm going to the store to buy whatever you buy. You doing it every day. Um, moderation. Moderation is the key to life. Moderation. Uh, a lot of things we aren't moderate about, and we just continue to do. Uh, so for self, I remember when I first started blowing or smoking. Excuse me, because you know how I ain't saying the pause, but you know what I mean. When I first started, it was one of the things we was doing in the studio. You know what I mean? My OGs was like, let's try this. You think you nice now? You think you can freestyle now? Try this. You'll be able to freestyle even better, dog. Especially you, G. Eventually, we did, and I remember something in me saying like, bro, if you're gonna do this, make sure that you only do this when you're doing music. Don't just be doing it just all the time. Do it just when you're doing music. Because see, I was younger, so I'm watching my OGs and I'm like, I'm seeing the things they do. And it was a point when it was like, dude, I hate the smell of cigarettes. If you don't get that cigarette away from me, like, ugh. So as I'm watching them, I know what I like about them and what I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain things that I'm like, oh, that's cool, and there's other things I'm like, nah, I'm not with that at all. But when I first started, I remember the first time I smoked, bro. It was like I didn't even feel it. So my man's like, we sitting outside. I don't even feel it. I didn't even know I was high. I say, is this how you feel? He like, yeah, yeah, yeah. He like, just wait for it. You'll feel it. No, I ain't feel it. I think it's because I was scared. So next time I felt it. You know what I'm saying? And it was like the following day. I felt it. Felt lifted. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, get lifted. Feel off your feet. I felt it. But I just remember saying right then, like, because I had the studio. Everybody's coming to the lab. I said, bro, I just can't be doing this all the time. I got to do it when it's good. You good. You good now. God is good. Life is good. You know what I mean? Uh, So as time progressed, man, I went and it started just becoming something we do it all the time. And you just do it, bro. It ain't like you don't mean to do it. You just do it. So started doing it all the time. And now it's like we skip the school to do it. We at lunchtime we getting in the car deep to do it. 3, 4 deep, lunchtime, boom. Sometimes we late fifth hour. Don't make it to fifth hour. Do it. You know what it is? You know what it is. Moms come home. Uh, we be high before the parents get to the crib. You know what I'm saying? We get home from school, we be high before the parents get home. It's just reality, yo. So like, if that's the way it was going in, down in, Lord knows now that the access is insane. You got vape stores and pens and all different ways, bro. You don't even have to. You can just take it. It's a different world we in now. So I just trying to see how I turn this down for my battery died. But if it do, I'll be right back on. So many different ways that you could do things now. And when you was younger, like I kind of realized it because I had a my father. My father let me know that there was things out here that could grab a hold of you and wouldn't let go. You know, rest in peace, boss. But like, he let me know right off rip. So coming into it, I'm already knowing there's things out here that, you know, some of my homies might not. So they'll be like, try this, try that. Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna pass on that. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I have never had a drug or known anybody who had a drug that they didn't like or didn't want to continue doing. Never. That's a shame. I mean, I guess it's some people who turn them down and find something better. But my ultimate thing is not many people start something and don't finish it. So when I did that song Habits, it was me being in that moment when you just gotta let it out. Like, look, I gotta get control. I got to. Uh, and I pass that information off to a lot of y'all out there. It comes that moment when you have to shake yourself up and say, you know what, whatever I've been doing up until this point is a gotta change. I gotta change whatever I've been doing, no matter what it is. I gotta change it. And when you change it, you will notice a big difference. I mean, we live a life of schedules, scheduled times, scheduled events. When we got to do this, when we got to do that. So, living in that moment with all these schedules, it's hard to get out of it and be able to see what you're doing in a daily, day to day that ain't playing you into the best roles. But yeah, man, I jumped into it like that. So off of rapping and rhyming, I was thinking it would be all right because that's what I was doing. So I was cool with it. But just to be honest with you, then you start getting into fake relationships, fake friendships, because y'all got commonalities, and y'all commonality is y'all habits. Oh, he didn't say that, did he? Yeah. Your commonality is your habits. I want y'all to do something for me. If y'all have ever switched habits in your life, I want y'all to answer this. When you switched, did the person that you were, or the people that you was doing the other, let's call it, what do they call it, a vice, or what do they call that? Yeah, vice, or Vic, or your, what is it, drug of choice, your whatever it is. When you was doing, when you was drinking, when you quit drinking and started smoking and started hanging with the smoking crowd, and the drinkers, did the drinkers come with you? If the drinkers came with you, it was because they were smoking. They didn't come just to watch you smoke. Did you go back to the drinkers? Only if you were still drinking. If you wasn't drinking, you weren't going to watch them drink. That's the reality of it. So we constantly moving through this, this thing, and ultimately, we got to get to a place where we can stop and look at ourselves and say, I might have picked up something that my man's was doing that really wasn't even for me, or old girl was doing that really wasn't for me. It wasn't in my wheelhouse. That's hard to do, considering all things. You know what I'm saying? Um, so if you can, I guess I would say, without being lonely, I think we all need to take a break from some of the extracurricular nonsense at least one day out the week. See how I did that? I ain't, but man, ain't nobody no saint out here, man. But if you ain't progressively going forward in something, what the heck is you doing? Real talk. Like, one day? Okay, you can't do one day, do 12 hours. Do 12 hours. Good? 12 hours of something that you never do. Because me talking to you on here right now is something that I never do. Yeah. It's called reflection, projection, reality. Because if me going forward gives you energy to do better, let's go. Let's go. But if for any other reasons you see it to be something that it ain't, you gotta look in the mirror, man. You got to look in the mirror, man. We gotta be responsible for self first. We have to be responsible for self first before anybody else. Um, I remember saying to myself, if it ain't a little bit of drama going on, then life ain't balanced. That was how toxic things had gotten. And it reflected in my music at the time. It was like, look, it's so toxic that this is normal. When I'm in a situation that ain't toxic, it ain't even normal. Facts, like it ain't normal if I'm in a situation that ain't toxic. What is that? Where? How did I get to that point? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Like, stop it. Um, and then it's not like you can sit there and say, "Hey, y'all." No, you got to remove yourself. You got to remove yourself in order for that to, for you to get what you're supposed to get out of that. You can't stand up in the room and say, "Hey, y'all, I think it's time we change." Cause look, I did that when the Lord started pulling on me. Come here, come here. And I was doing that music. We had things on the floor with Motown Records. A lot of things on the line, bro. The Lord started pulling. Say, man, I didn't even know what was going on. I'm just making music, bro. But I've always, at the time, I wasn't even interested in anything dealing with religion or spirituality at all. At all. But that tug started coming. I didn't understand what was going on. I really didn't. I didn't get it at all. Um, but everybody got different reasons for why they do what they do and where they at. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. We got to get back to that childhood time when when you could get under the covers and turn on the TV and watch your favorite show and just escape. You got to get back there, man. Um, and hopefully your brothers and sisters and parents didn't steal that from you. Hopefully you was able to have that, because I know it's a lot of people who didn't. But it's certain moments that we got to get back to, and that's where you're gonna find yourself at before all of the rest of it. Get back to the moments, because that's going in deep, y'all. That's shadow diving, and shout out to a lot of my teachers. You know what I mean? That's some deep diving. It's a lot of loneliness. You're gonna be alone because you gotta be alone. And at the end of the day, you should come out of that on top. That's the challenge. You gotta accept it though. That's the challenge. Can we do it? For hip hop, man, I say yeah, it's a big win. I say it's a big win. Hip hop was definitely attacked. I seen something that somebody spoke on hip hop this week. Hmm. I guess what I can say to anybody speaking on hip hop is if you're not in the culture, if you're not in the culture, then I don't know what to tell you because don't get it twisted. It's a lot of groups and things to try to attach themselves to what hip hop is doing and what hip hop is. But make no mistake about it, man. If hip hop didn't have a positive impact on people's life, then hip hop wouldn't have been attacked the way it was being attacked. That's a duh. That's like a no-brainer, right? If it was so non-effective on people's lives, then how in the world is the whole world economy using hip hop to affect people's lives? Watch who attach themselves to hip hop, man. It's a lot of birds in the sky right now, man. Yeah, yeah. Hip hop is health, man. Hip hop is awareness, man. Shout out to Sabir, man. When you hip on something, you hop out on it. You know what I'm talking about? So all y'all, look, man. Talk about classical and rock music. Why not talk about classical and rock music? See, that right there let you know what's going on. That right there let you. When you ask the simplest of questions, I wonder why he didn't deal with R&B. Man, I'm telling you, y'all, look, I'm not doing nothing for clicks. Okay, it just ain't happening. Um, but I'm doing everything for hip hop. You know what I'm talking about? Everything for hip hop, bro. That's culture. Spirituality, that's part of it. Hip hop. Hey, look. Oh yeah, back to Motown. So when I was going to Motown, Erica, shout out Mrs. Badu. Um, she was just getting put on at the time, and I remember they were talking about her and saying, "Wow, she's like, she has this incredible stage presence. She has candles going and incense burning, and it's just the most profound thing." And shout out Erica, you know? Yeah. Um, I just said that to say, man, hip hop. Oh my God, like where it's coming, where it's heading, where it's going. Stop it, man. So, uh, they talk about vultures, and so the dang, that's the same branch. Um, and that's just the reality that it's a lot of people can make money off of this culture. And when you start sitting in the offices and the desks, you realize that's exactly what they're looking to do, is make money with this culture. So, you know, it's like I'm not gonna ask the president to tell me who the best basketball player is. What football player had the biggest impact? I'm just not asking him that question. We got to be careful who we accepting things from, man. I mean, there's a lot of these individuals is walking around right now, and they quote unquote, because this is not everybody, narky ways, and just getting attention how they can get it. Get over it, bro. Like, what we need to be doing is getting ourselves together, man. It's hard enough to get the kids dressed for school in the morning. Feed yourself, get ready for work in the morning. So how we talking about a whole crowd of people? Nah, man, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna fly. So that's just a little bit on hip hop, but yeah, habits. I ain't completely forgot, y'all. Habits, man. Go check it out. It's on. It's at the camp. Go to jsun-g9.com, and I think it's on the cover page. I think I still got it up. If not, just go to click listen now and you get to it. But habits, man. We gotta get out of them. My battery about to die. I'm full of energy though. See the polarity there. Um, God is good. Life is good. Live it to the fullest. Look for what a revelation this weekend. And did y'all see that fly? And yeah, chime in, y'all. Go to the community page, Jsun G number 9 dot info, info. Get in there, tap in. I'm gonna be posting this up there, and you know, I don't know how long I'm gonna be docking with them. So you know the gram tubes, all. I don't know how long. I don't know, bro. Like I said, uh, less with the social, man. More into the growth. You know. One thing I did do this week before I let y'all go is so I got locked out of my one of my accounts, so I couldn't use the social. And man, it took me to a place. I just say I challenge y'all to not use your social media for 3 days. 3 days. I mean, you can still use one of them, but if you use them like more than four, take out three. Use more. Challenge. So I'm gonna have to learn how to use this because I seen some of y'all came in and left, whatever. I appreciate the support. Appreciate y'all checking in. I just don't know what I'm doing yet, man. You are actually witnessing. Y'all first in. Yeah, we just learning this. We know how to rhyme. We know how to put the beats together, but it's social media platform, that's a different thing. We're doing it. It's here. The more y'all support, the more I'm gonna be here. And we got a lot to chat about, yo. We got a lot to rap about. A lot to share. So yeah, gang recognized gang. GRG. Gert.